Lucasfilm can fix all Star Wars problems by taking a tip from Star Trek's Golden Age. The Force may bind the galaxy together, but lately, Star Wars has felt more fractured than unified. Between divisive sequel trilogies, oversaturation of legacy characters, and an inconsistent tone across projects, even diehard fans are wondering if Star Wars has lost its way. But all hope is not lost. In fact, Lucasfilm may find a surprising solution in a franchise that once faced similar woes, Star Trek. During the 1990s and early 2000s, often referred to as Star Trek's Golden Age, Paramount faced its own crossroads. After decades of films and episodic television, Trek was in danger of burning out. Instead of clinging to nostalgia or banking only on tentpole films, the franchise doubled down on storytelling diversity, character-driven arcs, and creative autonomy. It was a golden blueprint, one Lucasfilm could adapt today to fix Star Wars' identity crisis. 1. World building through TV, not just movies. In Star Trek's prime, fans didn't have to wait years between feature films. From The Next Generation to Deep Space Nine and Voyager, Trek delivered hundreds of episodes that explored different corners of the universe. Each show had its own tone, philosophy, and crew, but all fit into the same shared universe. Compare that to Star Wars' current model, which still leans heavily on the prestige of theatrical films and overloaded crossover cameos in shows like The Mandalorian and Ahsoka. Rather than using television to deepen the galaxy, Lucasfilm often treats it like a trailer for something bigger. The result? Shallow development and uneven pacing. Star Trek thrived because it treated every show as the main event, not just a side quest before the next movie. If Star Wars embraced that, we might finally get a show about daily life on Coruscant, the politics of the Outer Rim, or the rise of a Jedi Enclave without needing a Skywalker cameo to anchor it. 2. Fresh creators with clear visions. One of the biggest strengths of Star Trek's golden era was its rotating stable of showrunners and writers, each bringing new ideas while respecting the canon. People like Ronald D. Moore Battlestar Galactica and IRA Stephen Bear Deep Space Nine didn't just copy Roddenberry's vision, they expanded it, questioned it, and made it relevant to their time. In contrast, Star Wars has often suffered from creative tug-of-war. The sequel trilogy famously lacked a unified roadmap. Directors like Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams had different ideas, and it showed. Even the Disney Plus series, while visually stunning, often feel like they're made by committee, cautious of doing anything too bold for fear of upsetting the fandom. What Star Wars needs now is what Star Trek had then: trust in passionate storytellers. Imagine giving a full season to a horror filmmaker to explore Sith mythology, or a political drama writer to create a Senate intrigue show. That kind of genre hopping worked wonders for Trek. It could do the same for Star Wars. 3. Focus on themes, not just lore. Star Trek never succeeded because of technobabble or starship schematics. It resonated because it tackled real-world issues, racism, war, diplomacy, ethics, through the lens of science fiction. Even Deep Space Nine, which embraced serialized storytelling and darker tones, never lost sight of the franchise's heart, asking what it means to be human. Star Wars has equally deep thematic potential, rebellion, identity, morality, but lately, it's often sidelined in favor of nostalgia bait and surface-level spectacle. The best Star Wars stories Andor, The Last Jedi, Rogue One stand out because they dared ask hard questions, not just rehash familiar beats. Star Trek's Golden Age teaches us that a franchise survives not by retelling the same story, but by evolving the conversation. Star Wars needs to stop orbiting the Skywalkers and start examining what the galaxy looks like without them. 4. Smaller stakes, bigger impact. Not every Trek story was about saving the universe. Some of the best episodes were character pieces: a conversation in a mess hall, a diplomatic mission gone sideways, a crew member facing personal failure. These small moments created emotional gravity far more powerful than endless explosions. Star Wars often defaults to planet-sized stakes, with Jedi and Sith locked in lightsaber duels while the galaxy hangs in the balance. But smaller stories, like Andor's slow burn heist arc or Rebels family themes, prove the galaxy can feel epic even on a personal scale. By taking a Trek-inspired approach, Lucasfilm could deliver intimate, character-first storytelling that makes us care deeply, even if the fate of the galaxy isn't in play. 5. Let the galaxy grow. Star Trek's Golden Age succeeded because it allowed the universe to expand without losing its core. Shows could be radically different. Voyager's isolation, DS9's war arc, TNG's utopian diplomacy, but they still felt Trek. That kind of elasticity allowed new fans to jump in anywhere. Star Wars still clings to a narrow timeline, over-relying on familiar faces and events. It's a galaxy of endless possibility, but most of it is left unexplored. Lucasfilm,